Welcome back to ABC 7 at 4. I'm Nicole Gomez, and some analysts say the warning signs are there for another recession. Are your finances ready? Well, President of Mirau Capital Management and Investment Advisor Brian Mirau joins me today. Brian, how seriously might we want to start taking some of these economic predictions, I should say?
Well, Nicole, happy to be here today. I think there's some cause for concern. Many analysts, including Gary Schilling, who predicted the 2008 recession, think there could be a delayed recession from 2023 on the way here in 2024. There's signs of weakness in the economy like service inflation, wage gains, and possible slowdown of hiring. And this could indicate that the economy is slowing down. Now, I know that I am paying close attention to small business reports right now, as many analysts are, and as small businesses are very sensitive to the different economic conditions.
Well, what are some of the other economic indicators that you're watching right now?
Well, Nicole, inflation is always something we've got to keep our eyes on. But the main indicator that I'm watching right now is the labor market. If the labor market slows, then the recession may be feared last year could sneak up on us this year. And the Federal Reserve even said that as long as employment is strong, they're not in any rush to cut the interest rates. And the labor market has been stronger here lately than it has been in the past. I always say to hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
Well, that is a good point, Brian. So how do you talk to people about hoping for the best but preparing for the worst case scenario with our economy?
Well, if you're in a well-diversified and you have a solid game plan for investing in retirement, then a recession and inflation is something that you can handle. If your investments are not properly prepared for volatility, well, you may need to adjust that for a little bit. And we actually have a guide available about retiring in a recession called Will a Recession Rob Your Retirement? And you can actually download that on our website at miraucapital.com. And it does not apply just to retirement, though it is useful for everyone. And in the guide, there's going to be 4 things you're going to look at. You want to look at your expenses and ask yourself, do you have a solid budget? You want to look at your assets and do you have all your eggs in one basket? Are you well diversified? You got to look at your risk tolerance. Have you done a risk assessment? And is there an income gap? And, taking into account inflation, do you have a gap in your income if you do retire?
So from what you've been hearing from your clients and people that you meet, what do people seem most concerned about right now?
Well, the 2 most important things I'm hearing right now are taxes and the election. Folks seem to be concerned about taxes going up and the current administration's plan to raise the taxes. The current Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is set to expire in 2025. And that means that if a new bill is not put into place, taxes are going up. So I think people are watching this election very closely and hoping that whoever is elected will move to keep the taxes low and not put a new plan in place that would cause all of us to pay a lot more in taxes.
Well, Brian, is there anything else you'd like to leave us with today?
Well, even though we just passed tax day on the 15th, tax season is never really over. You've got to be as tax efficient as possible. And one thing we're offering today, Nicole, free, is an in-depth tax analysis to our viewers. And in our tax analysis, we identify opportunities to become efficient against taxes in the future. We just find that most of these basic strategies are not being communicated by many tax professionals and financial advisors. And Nicole, one more thing, we're also offering a free complimentary copy of my book titled Smart Money for the Backside of Life, along with the free tax analysis for anyone wanting to set a visit. And in my book, we talk about many different aspects of retirement that folks deal with on the backside of life, especially taxes.
So text RETIRE to 915-233-2904 for your free tax analysis, and you can set a visit to receive a copy of Brian's new book, Smart Money for the Backside of Life. Again, that number 915-233-2904 and text RETIRE. You can also visit their website, www.miraucapital.com/TV. Brian, thank you as always.
Nicole, thanks for having me today.